Hey guys, it's Lisa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a haul video. So instead of doing like a monthly haul kind of thing though, I thought that I would just do a lockdown haul. So this video is going to include the plants that I purchased during lockdown or just right before we went into lockdown. So there are a few plants, but do keep in mind that I did purchase them over about 5 or 6 weeks. However, because a lot of places weren't posting and there was a big delay in posting, pretty much all of these plants all got sent and arrived within the last week or so. So I had a really great plant week this week. But yeah, it's very exciting. I do have a couple plants that I purchased like a day or two before lockdown, so I'll show you those as well because you haven't seen them. And there's like 2 common plants in this haul, which are plants that I already had, but I just purchased like bigger ones, but I'll show you them anyways, and the rest are all like uncommon rarish plants. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. Okay, so the first plant I'll show you guys is a common plant, and it is a plant that I have already owned. I did actually purchase it to add my plant that I already had to it, just to make a nice big full plant, but in the repotting process found that my one actually had really bad root rot, so I've chopped that all up and I'm propagating that. But I did purchase one of these from Plant Project, so it is a Scindapsus or Epipremnum something or another. I'll pop the name on the screen, it's a bit confusing for figuring out what these are called. So I purchased this from the Plant Project. So my other one was probably about 5 or 6 leaves, so you can see this one is a lot bigger and the leaves are massive. Like some of them are huge. Look at this one. So yeah, I purchased another one of these, and like I said, I was going to put my plant in with it, but that kind of backfired. So I just have this one at the moment. I already repotted it into some fresh soil and it's quite wet at the moment because I just watered it. But once I do get the other cuttings going, then obviously I will be able to add them. Oh, it's still going, so massive. And hopefully have a nice big bushy long trailing one of these, because I think they are stunning. Like their leaves are just so cool. So yeah, that is one of the common plants that I got, and not a new plant to my collection. That is a huge leaf. Whoa. So yeah, that is him. As I said, the name will be on the screen because I can't remember what they're called. I just call it a Satin Pothos, although that's not actually the scientific name. Okay, so the next plant that I'm going to show you is one that I did purchase just before lockdown. I can't remember exactly when, but probably within a week or so of going into lockdown. But you guys haven't seen it yet, so I thought I would show you. This plant is again on my wish list and has been for a while. I'm thinking that I'm actually going to have to do a new wish list video because pretty much most of the plants in that video are now plant prices have been coming down a lot as well. So a lot of the prices of plants that I mentioned in that video are now a lot different. But yeah, so I did purchase this plant. It is a Hoya curtsii. I think if I get too close it just goes blurry. So just hold it back here and you can see it. So it's a very small little cutting. It's got 2 leaves, but it does actually have about 6 nodes, so possibility for more leaves to come in, and it is growing a little growth point at the moment. If you can see that, it was growing some new leaves when I purchased it and they fell off, but that's okay because it's still growing. So yeah, I purchased this. So I just quite like them. They're kind of, just the shape is really interesting. They kind of remind me of like a spade from like a deck of cards. So yeah, that's kind of why I like them, and they're quite splashy as well. This one is in particular anyways. So yeah, that is one that I got. Obviously it's very small, but I think they look really cool when they're nice and big. If you do want to check out my wish list video, there is a picture on there of a nice full one, so you can see what they look like when they're a bit bigger. So yeah, Hoya curtsii, very happy to have gotten that one. The next plant I did purchase like a day before lockdown, but I didn't receive it until the last week because yeah, we went into lockdown, so it couldn't get posted when they were going to post it. So this was also mentioned in my wish list video, and I've repotted it, and this is a Hoya regalis cutting, so it's only a one leaf cutting, and you can see the node. It's got a node there. Yeah, I put it in the prop box in my prop tank when I first got it, and unfortunately it didn't like it, and you can see it's got a kind of like a little black mark there. So I took it out immediately, and I have sprayed it with a fungicide, because yeah, that is what a fungal infection looks like. So it obviously was too humid in the prop box, so I've taken him out, and he's just sitting on the windowsill with all my other Hoya. So hopefully, yeah, that shouldn't spread now that he's out of those conditions, and I've treated it. But I will give it another spray in about a week or so just to make sure. He is rooted, but I do know that Hoya compactas are very, very slow, so I expect it to take a while, and he's not too much to look at the moment. Yeah, he's very small, so, but it is very exciting. Me and Chantel did actually have a cutting of this, which we purchased about year or so ago. It was unrooted, unfortunately, and it didn't survive. It rotted. This one I purchased rooted. I didn't want to purchase one of these again that was not rooted, just in case the same thing happened. So it's very well rooted, and I've got it in a clear pot just so I can keep an eye on it as well. But yeah, this one I've just got to be patient for. I do really like them when they get bigger, especially when they have like pinky tones. So, but yeah, that's Hoya regalis. You can see him a bit closer. The next plant I have to show you just arrived today. So the lovely person dropped it off outside my door when I was out shopping, so I came home to it. This was not on my wish list video, but I did add it to my wish list a while after filming that. It's quite funny, this plant, when I first saw them I thought they were hideous, and it's just one of those plants that grew on me. The more and more I looked at it, the more I kind of liked it. I still think it's like a really weird looking plant, and it kind of reminds me of an alien or like I don't know, something like that. It's just I think the colours and the texture, but I'm really digging it. I'm super happy to have one of these in my collection, and the leaves feel so cool. Anyway, I'll show you what it is. It is a Begonia goegoensis. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but the name will be here anyway. Goegoensis, I think is how you pronounce it. Isn't he cute? So I'm actually really, really stoked about this. I have been watching these on Trebie for the last couple of months, trying to grab one, but they kept going for really ridiculous prices, like $150 or more for 1 or 2 leaves kind of thing. There have been a few in the last week or so that I did see that went for pretty good prices, and this one I did get for what I think personally is a pretty good price considering what they were, what they have been going for recently. So he's got quite a lot of leaves. He's got 9 leaves, so I think that is a pretty decent size for the price that I paid. I won't tell you how much I paid, but it was not $200, I'll tell you that now. So I'm really stoked. He is just so cool, and I don't know, I can't explain to you what the leaves feel like. It's not really velvety, but it kind of is. I don't know, you have to feel one for yourself to really know. Yeah, it's like velvety but still kind of soft at the same time, and it's got like a really cool texture. Like when you rub your finger on it, you can feel like little bumps and stuff. Anyway, I think that it is so cool. I'm just hoping that I don't kill it. The back of the leaves, I have a little bit of red. These new leaves here have quite a bit of red. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in my prop tank and see how that goes. But yeah, I don't know, he's just so pretty. I really love it. Like, I don't know, I think they also look way prettier in person as well. When I saw it at my doorstep, I was actually shocked. Like, even though it does actually look like the picture that was on Trebie, I was still like, whoa, amazing. So I'm very, very happy to have this little guy ticked off my wish list. He's so cute as well. Oh, I love him. Okay, the next plant is the other common plant, and again a plant that I already had, but I purchased another one because I was just being pretty impatient, to be honest. But it is one of my all-time favorite plants, and I got this from the plant project, but keep in mind that there are also some cuttings from my original as well, so it wasn't quite this big, but still pretty close. So it is a Philodendron micans. I can't even get the whole thing in the frame because he's trailing and he's doing his thing. Yeah, but yeah, honestly, I love me a good mican. So yeah, like I said, I had one already, but I purchased one from Plant Project. All the leaves that you can see that are massive are the leaves, so pretty much all of these, that it came with from Plant Project. My original plant is kind of at the back here, so you can see my original plant's leaves are a lot smaller. Looks like a snail's been living on him. They're a lot smaller. So yeah, man, Plant Project is just so impressive, and that's why I got it specifically from them, because I knew that the leaves were going to come huge. But some of them are so big. This is the biggest one. Look how big it is. It's like as big as my entire hand. It is huge, and it's doing really well. I was just having so much issues with my one. It's just the leaves were tiny and it just wasn't happy, and yeah, so I got one of these and he is doing really well. He's super happy. Excuse this leaf, I don't know what his issue is, and he's been growing pretty well as well. So I believe all of these leaves are new. It's a bit hard to get him in the frame, but yeah, he is just stunning. You just can't, I mean, how can you not love a Philodendron micans? So super underrated. I remember when you couldn't actually purchase these and they were really expensive, but now I would say it's pretty common. Most places sell them, and you can get them from a lot of plant stores. So yeah, Philodendron micans, my big new boy. And yeah, I know that the leaves do really well when they are trailing up a post, but I just really like the look of trailing philodendrons. So I'm just leaving him to trail at the moment, and yeah, we'll see how we go. I know that some of the leaves will get a lot smaller though, like it's quite tiny. The leaves are kind of slowly decreasing in size. But yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I mean, he's nice and full at the top, so yeah, if you don't have one already, you need one, and I find them pretty easy care. Cool, so the next plant I got is another on my wish list. I don't think I included it in my wish list video though. I think I might have added it to my wish list after that. But yeah, definitely a wish list plant. It is a variegated fishtail Hoya. So pretty. I love my normal fishtail Hoya. It's one of my favorite plants. He is pretty sad at the moment though. I don't know how to cheer him up. Last spring and summer he was just going for it, but yeah, he hasn't been very happy the last couple of months. But he hasn't died or anything, he just like hasn't really grown, is kind of, yeah, the thing. But anyway, so of course I had to have a variegated fishtail because they're just so beautiful. So that's him there. You probably can't see, but he actually has a growth point starting just there. And this cutting is fully rooted, so that is also a bonus because I have been seeing a few of these being sold unrooted. I mean, generally I find fishtail Hoyas super easy to root, but it's just a bonus if it's already rooted, then you don't have to do any of the work really. And I put him in this little clear pot so that I can keep an eye on him. I'm super excited for that new growth point though. I don't think that it was actually there when I got it, and I've only had it for 2 weeks, so yeah, I've actually taken him out of the prop tank because I don't know, I'm not sure if he will be okay in there or not. If you have your variegated fishtail in a prop box or anything like that, can you please hit me up in the comments down below? Just let me know like what kind of conditions you've got them in. I guess I'm just worried because my regalis got a fungal infection that he will too, although I do have a lot of Hoyas in my prop tank and they're all fine, so I don't know why I'm freaking out. I think probably just because it's such a special Hoya that I don't want anything to happen to it. So yeah, he's living with my other Hoyas at the moment. But yeah, I'll think about that one. Yeah, let me know if you think it will be okay in the prop tank or not. Yeah, because I don't want him to die. I don't want him to get a fungal infection too. And great that the prices of these have gone down so much. So just a little sidebar, if you didn't know, probably I would say about a year ago or so, roughly, a cutting like this probably would have cost close to $1,000. like I'm gonna say between 600 and a grand, depending on how many leaves and nodes you got. So these have dropped in price so much because so many people have them now, so it's really great, and I'm so happy that I waited. Obviously I wasn't gonna pay like $600, so yeah, I'm very happy I got him for a lot less than that. So yeah, keep an eye out. I think these keep going down in price. If you do want one and their prices are still a bit high, I mean they're not cheap, definitely not, but they're not like that crazy anymore is kind of the point that I'm making. So yeah, variegated fishtail Hoya, and yeah, as I always say, just be patient. The plant prices are always dropping, so the longer you wait, probably the cheaper it's going to be, because the more people who want these and get them, the more the price comes down. So yeah, cool. The next plant that I got, to be honest, I have not really been too fussed about these, but now that I have one, it is actually really cute. So, but I did purchase this mainly because Chantal, my plant friend, if you've been watching my videos, you know who I'm talking about, really likes them and has wanted one, so I found a pretty cheap cutting online and purchased it for us, and we're just going to half it like we normally do. It is unrooted, so it is a little bit floppy. I've just got it in fern fibre and it's living in the prop tank, and it's very tiny but it's very cute. It is a Cebu blue Pothos. So cute. It's actually really cute in real life. Pictures and stuff I don't know, I haven't been like super fussed about them, but having one in real life, it's actually got like a really nice veining and it's a really nice shaped leaf, and I actually do quite like it. So I'm quite happy actually that we do have one of these in the plant collection. Hopefully it will root soon and it's got a little leaf coming in. But yeah, it's very cute. It was a very decent price, and again, prices of these are dropping a lot. These are a really common plant overseas, particularly in America, but quite rare still here in New Zealand, but not as rare as they were. If you don't know, a plant store in Auckland and Mount Eden actually released these, and shortly afterwards King's Plant Barn actually has as well, although they are still quite decent priced at both places. A lot more people have them now, so yeah, prices are going down, and I didn't pay very much for this at all. And I mean, I don't think that you should really, because it is just a pothos, and pothos are typically very easy to propagate and very fast growers too. So hopefully he should root pretty fast in the fern fibre in my prop tank, and yeah, hopefully he will grow nice and fast too. If you guys watch Harley G on YouTube, she's a plant YouTuber, lives in America. She has an amazing Cebu blue pothos. It is huge. So yeah, I mean, I could definitely see myself having a massive Cebu blue, but obviously it's going to take a long time to get to that point. But yeah, so he's very cute. I wasn't that fussed about him, but I'm actually really happy to have him in my collection now that I do. So yeah. The next plant I purchased, I do actually already have one of these, but again, I was just being a bit impatient, and you know, during lockdown you just scroll on Instagram so much, and I kept seeing them and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy another one. So I have two of these, but the original one I actually purchased and halved with Chantal. I'm just gonna give her that one. We were gonna just cut it and propagate it, but she can just have that one, and because now I've got this one. There's a melanochrysum, Philodendron melanochrysum. So the reason I got another one is that the original melano that we have is tiny. It came from a leaf this size and it looked exactly like this. I will show you it here. So here he is. So he is tiny, and I was just being impatient and I wanted a nice big leafed one, so I purchased another one. So yeah, I'm going to give this to Chantal. It's actually got a fourth leaf on the way, but the leaves are just very small compared to this one. So he is rooted, although not like incredibly rooted, but he's definitely rooted. So I've still got him in fern fibre. I haven't put him into a potting mix yet. He did come with this really sad demented leaf, which I'll probably leave it. I don't know, I was thinking about cutting it, but yeah, so it looks like either fungal infection or my guess is maybe burning. It might have had some water on the leaf and then it got some direct sun on that and it's burnt the leaf, but that's okay because the newer leaves are looking fine. So that's one there, and that's another. Yeah, it does actually have these, like, you can probably see there's like some quite, especially in this one, you can see some like funny markings. So I was worried about spider mites, and I'm just gonna keep him isolated for a little while. I think I can't actually see any, but yeah, it might not be spider mites at all, but it does look very similar. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep him isolated for a little while just in case. And I have already sprayed this leaf with a fungicide just in case that was a fungal infection, so it doesn't continue to spread. Just, yeah, it came like that, so I'm not sure if it was fungal or sunburn, but it might be a mixture of both. So yeah, that's been sprayed. So yeah, I think he's just going to stay in isolation for now, but I did want a nice big melano, so here he is. And I'm kind of like, why do they do that? Because I know that these get really tall and they like to go up. These aren't trailing like the micans, so they do like to go up, and leaf size can increase a lot. A fully mature melano is like huge, like can't even show on the screen, so big. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do when he gets too tall for the prop tank, which is where he will live once I'm sure he doesn't have spider mites, because I'd hate all my other special plants to get something. I mean, I can't see anything. I've looked and looked and looked and I can't see anything. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray him with some stuff to kill off some spider mites, and yeah, so just in case, I think. And I think we are up to my last plant. So the last plant that I purchased during lockdown has been on my wish list for a while. Again, it wasn't on the wish list plant video. It's something I added later. I didn't even know it existed until a couple of months ago. As you guys might know, I've been really into my Syngoniums. Love them. So I had to have that at this, and I'm super happy because I think I've got all of like my wish list Syngoniums now, which is really exciting. I mean, obviously something might pop up in the future, but of things that I know that we have that are available, I've got them all, so very exciting. So it is a Syngonium wendlandii, sorry. Isn't he stunning? So pretty. So this is a rooted cutting, but I would like his roots to be a little bit bigger. So again, I've got him in fern fibre and he's in my prop tank. Just once his roots are much bigger, then I'll pop him into a proper mixture, but he'll be happy in fern fibre for now. So he's very cute. So you can see that this leaf has a little bit of damage, but that's okay. I think that's probably its second leaf. So this is its first leaf, this is its second leaf, and this is its newest leaf, and this one is stunning. So pretty. I love it, love it. I've wanted one for so long. Prices have decreased a lot. Actually, they decreased really fast. When I first found out about these, it was only probably, I would say 2, maybe 3 months ago maximum that I fell in love with these, and at the time they were like more than $500, and now they're being sold for like around $100, $150 depending on how many leaves. So I'm very stoked with this one. I won't tell you how much I paid, but it was very good price, and for 3 leaves as well, and rooted. So yeah, and again, this is one that I bought near the very beginning of lockdown, and I had to wait so long. I had to wait like 4 weeks for him, but he finally came, and I love him so much. So now that I have all of the Syngoniums that I really want, I'm thinking that I might do a Syngonium collection video. If you would be keen for that, please either give this video a like or drop a comment down below and let me know if you would like to see a Syngonium collection video. It's only short and you guys have seen them all before, so you might not be interested, but I thought I'll pop one up anyway because yeah, if anyone who's really into Syngoniums and is new to my channel, that might be interesting for them. But yeah, it would be a short video because I've only got about 5 or 6 Syngoniums off the top of my head. But yeah, so Syngonium wendlandii. So yeah, that is all the plants that I have to show you guys today. very excited about pretty much all of them. And let me know in the comments down below if you think I should do another wish list plant video, because yeah, I think my previous one is I pretty much ticked like almost everything off. Not quite, there was some on there that are still ridiculous prices, so I definitely don't have them, but most of them I have got now. So it might be time for a new wish list plant video. I don't know, what do you think? Or maybe it might just encourage me to buy more plants, so it might be a bad idea. Yeah, don't know, I'll think about that one, but let me know if you would be keen for that. And yeah, I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. Bye!